Okay, we have got a quadratic equation. Here it is. Notice that we have the variable is x, so we've got x squared and x's and numbers, but those numbers have got the coefficients, have got k's in. Okay, so it has real roots. So as soon as you see it has real roots, that's a trigger thing. We know that some chunk of algebra, okay, it has some relationship with 0. Okay, it's a discriminant. If you don't know what I mean by the discriminant, it's some of the letters. It involves the letters A, B, and C, and it has to be either greater than 0 or less than 0 or equal to 0 or greater than or equal to 0 or one of those things. Okay, so you need to set all of that up, including the correct symbol before the 0. Okay, all right, and you need to get all of that sorted out before you do this show that. Remember, in a show that question, this is the end point, so don't get mesmerized by it. Okay. All right, this inequality sign, well, okay, you're going to have an inequality sign here, but it may not look exactly the same when you set it up. You need to be really confident in your own mind which way round the inequality sign is going when you set up the discriminant in relation to 0. So your A, B, and C are going to come from this equation. Decide what A is, decide what B is, decide what C is, plonk them into your bracket squared minus 4 bracket, and rearrange carefully. Using the rules for inequalities, so if at any point you have to divide by a negative number or multiply by a negative number, you should know what you need to do with the inequality sign. And if you haven't cheated, you'll get to this inequality, okay, for 3 marks. Right, now part B, massive re-entry point, okay? What we're actually doing is finishing this off and finding out the k's that we were talking about in part A. But our starting point is this inequality. Okay, we're solving it in B.E2 down here. Okay, and if you couldn't do A, it doesn't stop you solving it. So they're trying to help you. Why are we factorizing this? Because they're trying to help you with the first part of solving a quadratic inequality. Remember, your template for quadratic inequalities are critical values. Okay, that's only going to, generally speaking, give you half the marks. And then the other bit is using a graph to select the correct solution. Okay, and you give your range or ranges of values of k very clearly after you've done your graph. Hope that helps.